One aspect of my cultural identity that I wanted to share with you was how we do cascarones for Easter. And I'll talk a little bit more about like how they're made later in the video, but for now I'll just tell you what it is. It's an egg shell that has the top cracked, and then we fill it with confetti, and then we use little paper ribbon to go over it, and then we seal it with glue. And we normally do this on Easter. We make them the day before Easter or like the week before, depending on when everybody can. And we just crack them on each other's head. It's just part of a festivity. So I learned about this aspect of my cultural identity probably when I was like 2. We've been making them. This has been a tradition that has been passed from my family and part of my heritage for as long as I can remember. But yeah, I learned about this aspect of my culture through my grandparents and my parents, my mom specifically, because it was her side of the family that did this tradition. This aspect of my culture means to me just the season, I guess, the Easter season. I feel like I kind of know that Easter's coming when we start cracking the eggs a certain way so we can save them, so we can fill them, and all that fun stuff. This aspect, I feel like this is a hard question to answer about how it affects my own, like how I understand my own identity from it, but I feel like it is just a part of me, and if I didn't have these memories from past Easters, I wouldn't be who I am because it was just like a really fun time, and we still do it to this day. But yeah. This is meaningful to me because it just kind of represents like the innocence and the fun of the season. It's just a great time. It's time for us to be joyous because Christ is risen, and that's why we're celebrating Easter in general. But yeah, so I feel like the confetti is just kind of like a fun, and then I don't know where that cracking the egg came from, but this aspect, I've heard that some of my other like friends who also have the same culture as me, they do this as well. Like my best friend, her stepdad is Hispanic, and so they do this all the time too. And I've talked to a couple of people that we all share like this, like similar holiday traditions and stuff like that. Now I'm going to show you what we do. So you have the egg and you get your confetti. This confetti box has been used for forever. And you just fill it to the brim with confetti. And then we use like tissue paper or something. I'm not going to fully close this one. I don't want to make it already. But we just cut out a square and then we paste it over the top of it. And that is my tradition.